as the Jackets get ready to take the field here in Nashville. And hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones alongside Brock Huard. How important is this game, though, in the big picture for Mississippi?
Well, in the big picture and in the sales pitch, I think it means more to Ole Miss. We asked Paul Johnson, the head coach of Georgia Tech, point blank, how much does this game affect your recruiting? And he said, frankly, not very much for the kids that we recruit. For Ole Miss on the other side, when you're in head-to-head battles with Alabama and Auburn, and you're Hugh Freeze, and you put together a top-5 recruiting class a year ago, you know what you can't have going into January and February? A 3-game losing streak and a 7-6 record. So imperative that these freshmen that you referenced, that they have the same sense of urgency that Georgia Tech will have on the other side. Told me yesterday he's about 75%. Hugh Freeze admitted that that arm, well, it became weakened as the season evolved. 3 interceptions against Mississippi State. He really wants to get that game out of his mind.
They break the huddle quick and snap it and hand it off on first down. That's Jalen Walton, who's averaging almost 5 yards a carry on the season. Picks up a yard on the play. And there's a look at the numbers that kind of back up the theory that his offense, his arm in particular, weakened towards the end of the season.
In Missouri and Mississippi State, a couple good defenses. They played a role in that as well. The loss of Laramie Tunsil, the All-American left tackle you see right there, didn't help either.
A true freshman on the sidelines today. That pass complete. Number 17, Evan Ingram, who's back after missing time almost 2 months with a broken leg. So a good sign that he's able to go today.
The one thing that you have seen really in the last couple weeks is people start to sit on those underneath routes. When your arm is limited, as Bo said, his downfield game is not what it used to be. Well, they're going to force him to have to throw it a little bit more vertically. We'll see if that arm can respond this afternoon.
3rd and about 6 to go. Wallace pulls the trigger. The pass complete for the first down. Boy, great catch by the junior Dante Moncrief, the All-SEC selection.
This is the biggest advantage, Mark, I'm sorry, that they face today in an up-tempo scheme. Dante Moncrief, Laquan Treadwell, big receivers, 6'3" receivers on much smaller cornerbacks. Watch that matchup all day.
Inside handoff to Mathers, and Mathers breaks a couple of tackles. Nice gain. Got about 6 or 7 on the play. Yeah, Brock, it's going to be real intriguing to see how that matchup goes. The fact that Wallace doesn't have the arm strength he used to have, how much does that size help? We'll talk about it after this play right here. 2nd down coming up for Ole Miss. Well, I'm not sure any receiver would be tall enough to catch that one, and Adebayo is 6'3". How much does it help with a quarterback whose arm is weakened?
Yes, it does. It helps in that catching radius. Now, Bo will throw these short routes with really good timing. Been in this system now a couple years. He and Hugh Freeze were together at Arkansas State as well. But it's the downfield throws, and I'm really curious to watch whether or not he will pull the trigger.
3rd and 3. Gets rid of it quickly again, and another first down underneath to Jordan Holder for the catch. He picks up 5. What about the tempo of this Rebel offense?
It's what they do best. It's what mitigates a really good pass rusher like Atal Chu, and it really burdens this Georgia Tech defense that is also depleted with depth in their secondary.
And handed off. Great burst up the middle by Mathers, and Mathers got 8. 2nd down and 2. Remember, we showed you Laramie Tunsil, the true freshman All-American, on the sidelines today. Wallace fires another dart complete to Moncrief. And this offense is sizzling here in the early going, Brock.
Well, these corners, they know that they can't run step to step with a Moncrief or a Treadwell. They're giving up these easy completions, letting this offense get in rhythm.
Wallace, another strike, another catch. This time to the other side. That's Core with the catch.
Now, Cody is a true sophomore. He's actually played both offense and defense. He's on the field partly because Logan's been sent home.
2nd down and 6. Mathers on the handoff, and not much room at all. Barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Mathers ran for 505 yards today. They pretty much did it by committee. Scott ran for close to 500, as did Walton.
I would expect to see a little press coverage here from Ted Roof's defense. It's one thing to play with cushion on early downs. 3rd and 5, come up and press them and make them earn it.
They've hit the Yellow Jackets with a bunch of quick drops and early releases.
Yeah, this is going to be man-to-man. Hugh Freeze checks to a man-beater route.
11th play of the drive for the Rebels. Out of the backfield and incomplete. And it's 4th down and 5 coming up. That intended for Walton. Atalchu out there in coverage.
And that's one of the things he's capable of doing. You expect him to rush the passer with 12 sacks. Well, not so fast. He actually goes out and covers that swing route. That ball's got to go in a different direction for Wallace as the Rebels will go for it on 4th down.
Instead of a 45-yard field goal, they're going to go for it. 52% on the season on 4th downs. They are well within Andrew Ritter's field goal range, who can connect from as far out as 55. 4th down, complete. And right at that marker, the spot is going to give him the 1st down. Walton going high for the catch.
Yeah, and that's a play that Lewis Young, the cornerback, he has got to come up and press a running back. You just cannot give cushion on 4th and 6 to a running back on a simple hitch route. But credit Ole Miss for getting the conversion. And here's a package you're going to see today. Barry Brunetti's going to come in much more the running threat within this scheme.
It's not unusual to see him at this part of the game. Brunetti hands it off, though, to Walton. And Walton sprinting forward for about 6 yards. Opening drive of the ball game for Ole Miss. They've taken it from the 25 all the way down now to the 17-yard line. Brunetti hands it off again. Nowhere to go for Walton. It'll be 3rd down coming up. Been a bunch of nickel and dime stuff. Do they take a shot here?
No, you keep taking
you
keep taking what they give you. The crumbs lead to the cookie, as my old coordinator Tom Moore used to say. And if they're going to give you some of that soft cushion, you have got to take it.
Bo Wallace coming back into the ball game for Ole Miss.
But you're also going to see some man-to-man. That is what you have seen on the last 2 of these situations.
Treadwell split to the bottom of your screen. Wallace is going to run it. And he's got a lane and then some. Touchdown, Bo Wallace. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season, capping a methodical, rhythmic, machine-like opening drive, an impressive one for Ole Miss.
15 plays, and when you're playing a Georgia Tech crew that loves to run it and loves to possess the ball, getting up early, hugely instrumental in most teams' success against Georgia Tech.
With all those missing pieces, Brock Huard, it really didn't matter that much on that opening drive. The former Arkansas State transfer gives Mississippi the lead. Bo knows.